Now, sir, so much for Pakistan. Some members also raised issues pertaining to China. So I would like to spend a few minutes on that. So I would first like the House to appreciate, because today we are getting these lectures saying China is a great danger, China, Pakistan are together, we are warning you. So what does the Congress party really think about China? Don't go by what they say. Let us see what they did. In 2005, China was designated as a strategic partner during Prime Minister Wen Jiabao's visit to India. Strategic partner. And there is a concept, very famous concept called Chindia, sir, a belief that China and India have common interest. And the main proponent of Chindia is the party spokesman of the people opposite. Now, some mention was made about visits, including my visit. Yes, I went to China. I went to China to make our position very clear about de-escalation, about trade restrictions, and about terrorism. I did not go to China for the Olympics. I did not go to China for secret agreements. I did not go, sir. Sir, the House should know that people were watching Olympics when China was issuing stapled visas for people from Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir. This is the reality of China. Now, let me really tell you, sir, how is the relationship with China. Some years ago,
संरक्षण देना चाहिए। उनके स्पीकर जब बोल रहे थे, हम पूरे धैर्य से सुने। मैं बताऊंगा कितनी असत्य बातें बोली गई कल, परंतु फिर भी असत्य को भी हम हलाहल समझकर पी गए। अब ये सत्य भी नहीं सुन पाते हैं। माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, मुझे लगता है आपको प्रोटेक्शन देना चाहिए। बैठे बैठे टोका टोकी करना सबको आता है, ऐसा नहीं हमें नहीं आता, मगर इतने गंभीर विषय पर चर्चा जब हो रही है तो सरकार के प्रमुख विभाग के मंत्री को बोलते हुए बैठे बैठे टोकना ये विपक्ष को शोभा देता है क्या? मान्यवर, आपने बिल्कुल उनको आग्रह से कहना चाहिए, वरना हम भी हमारे मेंबर को बाद में समझा नहीं पाएंगे।
We heard today a lot about what was supposed to be the thinking.
बैठे आपको इजाजत नहीं, बैठे।
Sir, we heard about warnings about China, cautions about China. You know, China is planning this, China is planning that. But sir, I want to remind this House, Doklam crisis was on. The leader of opposition decided to get a briefing from whom? Not from the government, not from the emir, from the Chinese ambassador. He took his briefing from the Chinese ambassador when our military was confronting the Chinese military in Doklam. So I want to say that I want to say, and this is the political thinking. Let me, sir, give you the economic thinking.
Rahul Gandhi
in 2006, the UPA government.
Please, बैठे टिप्पणी मत कीजिए, आप बहुत कर रहे हो, नहीं, गलत है, बैठे टिप्पणी मत कीजिए।
Sir, in 2006, because I want to illustrate my points with facts. I spoke about political facts, I spoke about border facts. Let me give you an economic fact. What is the economic thinking of the Congress party about China? In 2006, the Congress party agreed to do a regional trading arrangement with China. It was finalized during the visit of President Hu Jintao. A task force was appointed. The task force gave a positive recommendation. Through the efforts of various people, this did not happen. Let me give you the technology side. The very people today who are cautioning us on China are the people who allowed 3G and 4G to come from China. It is this government which made sure there was a Made in India 5G. And finally, sir, we keep speaking about the border. The border, if today, whether it is the border with Pakistan, whether it is the border with China or any other border, if our military is today able to stand its ground, the kind of massive deployment that we saw on the China border after 2020, it is because our border infrastructure budget has gone up 4 times. Our tunneling, our road building, our bridging has doubled or tripled. And this is a far cry from the period when the thinking was, let's not develop the border because then the Chinese cannot come there. We had 60 years of neglect of the border. Today, in the last 10 years, that neglect has been reversed. There is still a lot of work to be done. So I think people need to understand. And it's not just in India, sir. We have just come back from Maldives. When I hear comments about foreign policy, yesterday, day before yesterday, the Prime Minister was the guest of honor at the Independence Day of Maldives. This is the country which during their time forced an Indian company to leave an airport. That country today has invited India to build 2 new airports. Look at Sri Lanka. If the Hambantota port was built between 2005 and 2008, and at that time it was actually justified as saying that it has no impact on India's interest. So I want, sir, the House to appreciate that the people who are today claiming to be custodians of national security thinking, who say that they are giving warnings, let us look at the record, let us see what they did when they were in office. But now allow me to come back to Operation Sindoor. So I want, sir, to conclude by saying this. The challenge of cross-border terrorism continues, but Operation Sindoor marks a new phase. There is now a new normal. The new normal has 5 points. 1, terrorists will not be treated as proxies. 2, cross-border terrorism will get an appropriate response. 3, terror and talks are not possible together. There will only be talks on terror. 4, not yielding to nuclear blackmail. And finally, terror and good neighborliness cannot coexist. Blood and water cannot flow together. This is our position. So let me conclude, sir, by recognizing the role which this body and the upper house has played during this period in explaining our national position and our national interest on Operation Sindoor. We had, sir, 7 parliamentary delegations which went to 33 countries. Some comments were made about those delegations. I have to tell the honorable member, Arvind Sawantji, I'm sorry, you are completely misinformed. Those delegations were received with great honor. In many cases, the foreign minister of the country met them. Please look at the tweets of people sitting next to you. That itself will tell you. And
इनके बगल वालों से पूछ ले वे जानकारी.
Sir, these 7 delegations, the delegation led by Ravishankar Prasad ji, by Shashi Tharoor ji, by Baijan Panda ji, by Sanjay Kumar Jha ji, by Kannimori ji, by Supriya Sule ji, and by Shrikant Eknath Shinde ji. So these 7 delegations did the nation proud. They across the board, and every member, members of opposition, members of the government, public-spirited citizens, retired diplomats, they were able to explain to the whole world our posture of zero tolerance against terrorism. So I would like, sir, to end my remarks with the hope that on an issue as important as this struggle against terrorism, we can only succeed in ensuring zero tolerance against terrorism if we have a united voice in this country against terrorism. There must not be any division of opinion on this matter. The way the parliamentary delegations behaved abroad, I hope the same solidarity will permeate the proceedings of the House. I thank you.